We are group 5 from the geography class. Our group member are Putra Andika.
My name is Shifa Aulia. My name is Mona Alifa Andriani. And then ada Dara Safera Putri and Dwi Titi Awaloyi.
Yeah. In this video, we would like to present our first week report about the discussion and negotiation in hosting a tourist destination. During the first week, we considered several tourist attraction and analysis time based on geographical aspect such as location, natural resource, accessibility, and sustainability. This video will explain the rest of our discussion, the response for selection, the tourist destination, and our internal planning of the tourism project.
Every breath you take, and every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every single day, and every word you say, every game you play, every night you.
A few moments later.
Hi guys!
So, we finally picked the tourist spot we are going to, and is Balai Panyawangan Diorama Nusantara in Purwakarta. This choice came from our group discussion. For week 2, we are gonna do survey and explore this place deeper. Alright, catch you in the next video.
Dah!
Okay, introduction. Betul, Balai Panyawangan Nusantara Museum. So, Balai Panyawangan Nusantara Museum is an educational museum that presents the long journey of Indonesian history from one era to another. This museum is designed to help people understand the history of the archipelago in a structured, visual, and easy to understand way. Unlike learning history through book, this museum uses three-dimensional diorama that realistically depict historical events. Through this diorama, visitor can imagine how people lived in the past, how kingdoms were established, and how the struggle for independence took place.
The era of Islamic kingdom is the Afriplano and Africa of Islam and the Africaco, both major categories in religious, social, and cultural aspect. Islam first mutual trade, intermagic, and types of regulation. Solaris Islam Kicucu Ai Samudra Paksit Demak Aceh Banten and Matralan Islam effort to Kicu Player import release not olive is Sarading Islam would also in starting system of voting and tradi Islam Watch well of then backcues and trading wars and children and closure and to local punching trenching catch bitu in betu local tradition with Islam trending ten catch city both food today and in the Rama Islam of kitchen and to live of social community international 3D artificial of the in building Cilicing of Chu on Flango. Destination Era of Islam. Destination Day Era of Islamic Kinjo is the Indonesia Afrika Nusantara is Afrika Kin in the Indonesia Ragur war to be king of Sultan were Muslim and Alci Islam Chin in Gafut of Consumptive Live this era birth air Cing 13 Yuchulung and Dutch Li Ulci Cin 17 Culture Ade First year of Sovereign of Islam to Nusantara Islam and to Nusantara Becumul Tring Arab Parsik and India Tradik Islam field Trading Arab Parsik and Indonesia Tradik Islam Trading Maria Muslim Trading local people Education through Islam Boarding School Pesantren and Scholaris Fresh B Regulation Less F Java B and Wali Songo and New Islam ada Kitron in Nusantara ada in Sumatera ada Sumatera Pasal Aceh and Fitch Islam Kinjo in Indonesia ada in Java Sluice of Dev Fitch Islam Kinjo in Java Sultan of Bachan Islam Macan Sultan ada Ichi of Ciroban ada in Sulawesi ada Kip of Bud Cu Makassar ada If Maluku ada Troll of Churming ada Chuming ada Konsul of Islam Kicumo Cerugere Regulir L C Cilici of Sultan Islam Life View of and is fortunate Konfunsi aktivitas defungsi of Arab Malan Javi Fil Elephant of Pesantren and Form Edukasi ada ice free to close traditional ada close.
Guys, I will continue my friend of the and material. The proclamation and the meaning of independence. The pinnacle of the Indonesian struggle committed on August 17, 1945 with the reading of the Proclamation of Independence. This pivotal event marked the birth of a fresh Indonesian nation. This independence did not come easily. It was purchased through a long, reduced journey and a many sacrifices made by people across century archaeology. The Balai Panyawangan Diorama Nusantara Museum teach us the hard freedom must be pursued through unity, tolerance, and the strong message of independence spread in the history of visualization trends the understood as golden bridge through social and economic promotion, even the national digital on global stage. For the community, particularly in regions like Purwakarta with its deep historical roots,
in the Finnish Harvest as mandate to revitalize local wisdom within the framework of national unity. It serves as reminder the sovereignty gains through great sacrifice must be to filled with character building and creativity to ensure that spirit of the proclamation remains relevant in the face of ever-changing global challenges. The Story Indonesia proclamation told through this diorama is more than just a recording of the moments when Sukarno and Hatta read the text. It references the climax of a long decade of national struggle. This momentum began with the political turmoil in the Rengasdeng Club, where the offshore from the young groups French national leaders of immediately their close separate with waiting for a few months here following Japanese defeat. This spirit of self-realization become the primary soul the Republic breathed.
Hello everyone, good evening ladies and gentlemen. My name is Putra Andika, just call me Bob. Today I will explain the Hindu-Buddhist kingdom in Indonesia as presented in the Nusantara diorama in Purwakarta. This topic is important because it marks the beginning of Indonesia Islamic existence before the arrival of Islam and European influence. Number one, the arrival of Hinduism and Buddhism. Buddhism and Hinduism entered Indonesia around the 4th century as from international trade routes. Indian traders came to the archipelago to trade spice and raw religious techniques, Sanskrit, law, and cultural tradition. Thus, belief, queer, peaceful, safe, and adapted to local custom through the process of cultural experience. Number two, government and political system. Hindu and Buddhist kingdom were ruled by a king who has believed to be the president of the gods on earth, known as the Deva Raja concept. The king held supreme authority over political, legal, and religious matters. The government system was well organized, combination of royal official, peasant, and common people. Number three, major Hindu and Buddhist kingdoms. Several important kingdoms everyone in the first is us. Following. Number one, Kutai Kingdom, the oldest Hindu kingdom. Number two, Tarumanagara Kingdom in West Java. Number three, Sriwijaya Kingdom in Sumatra as a center of Buddhism and maritime power. Number four, Majapahit Kingdom is as Java, which united most of the archipelago. The kingdom saw progress in trade, education, and diplomacy. Number four, social and cultural life. Hindu-Buddhist social and caste system. What it was this system India, cultural development, represent growth as school, literary, and architecture. Especially and the function of temples. Sanskrit letters on Palava script were used in the inscription. Number five, social and cultural life. Hindu and Buddhist social regulation and caste system developed in West than in India. Cultural development rapidly through social, literary, and substance. Especially then the construction of temples, Sanskrit, and Palava script were used in special. Number six, role of the Nusantara diorama Purwakarta. The Nusantara diorama in Purwakarta fiercely describe Hindu and Buddhist kingdom life, including royal activities, pride and temple construction, and serves an educational medium that help visitors understand history more freely. Solution. Consolation, Hindu and Buddhist kingdom played a vital role in shaping Indonesian early independence, their cultural values, governance system, and historical heritage remain important today. Okay, thank you. See you next time.
The proclamation and the meaning of independence. The peak of Indonesia's national struggle occurred on August 17, 1945, when the proclamation of independence was read by R. Soekarno, accompanied by Dr. Muhammad Hatta. This historic event marked the birth of Indonesia as independent and sovereign nation, free from colonial rule. Indonesian independence did not come instantly. It was achieved through a long struggle and great sacrifices made by heroes and people from all regions of the archipelago. For decades, Indonesia faced oppression, injustice, and exploitation under colonial powers. However, the spirit of unity, nationalism, and the desire for freedom continued to grow among the people. The proclamation became a turning point in Indonesia history. It was not only a statement of freedom, but also a declaration to the world that Indonesia had the right to govern itself. After the proclamation, Indonesia began the process of building a nation, establishing a government, and defending its independence from various threats. The meaning of independence goes beyond being free from colonial independence means freedom to determine our own destiny, to express opinions, to self-induction, and to live with night. It also comes with responsibility, such as maintaining obeying the law, and contributing positively to society. For today's generation, independence should be realized with positive action, such as to diligently respecting diversity, preserving culture, and participating in national development. By doing so, we honor the struggles of the heroes and ensure that independence remains meaningful for future generations.